So the first encounter I had with Jane Austen was as a 12-year-old, I think. Must have been around somewhere between 11 and 13, so we'll just call it 12. And it was Pride and Prejudice. It was a copy that was already falling apart, and since then it has fallen apart because I read it a lot. So again, it was my mother who said, "Oh, you're going to like this," handed it to me. And I think that's part of what the sort of the allure or the hold of Austen is, that you can read Austen in your middle age and find it interesting, but you can also, it's complex enough to stay interesting and to bear rereading, but it's also simple enough to, to touch a 12-year-old who's reading it. And I just sort of fell in love. And I think this makes sense because there are many scenes of rereading within Pride and Prejudice as well, but I read it a lot. I think from that, it became a kind of world, and I feel that it really influenced the way I think of what literature can do, For instance, I wouldn't have known to call it free indirect discourse or free indirect style at that point. But the fact that Austen was writing about people's motivations and consciousness and what makes them, how they react to each other, and how they misunderstand and misrepresent things and so on, and also just the humor of it, I think. That's what kept me interested. And then it's as though, Austen allows you to imagine what is it that happens inside people's heads, what the mystery of other people's interior lives. She sort of takes you in this really perspicacious way, and I think that's what hooked me.